What's goody? It's your boy Lionheart, and I'm back. Today, I'm talking about Captain America. I was extremely lucky to get invited by the Marvel gods to the screening of Captain America Winter Soldier that took place yesterday. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate this. This was a very good, this was a super duper hot ticket yesterday. Everybody wanted to come to this event, and I was one of those lucky few people that got invited. I was just delighted to watch the film. I'm going to go straight in and talk about the film. The film, I have to say from beginning, inconceivably better than Captain America 1 and better than the Avengers movie. Yeah, I said it. It's better than the Avengers movie. 3. There's actually no comparison between Captain America 1, Avengers, and Captain America 2. This film is leaps and bounds better than those two films. Captain America 2, Winter Soldier, is a spy movie, a thriller, an action movie, a political drama in some aspects, a superhero movie, an action movie, a gunfight film, like a war film, a martial arts film, an action film. It spun so many plates and did so many things, but it did all of them well. It didn't do one thing badly. I can actually give it a 10 out of 10 in every single category. It was actually a character-driven movie as well. It was actually character-driven. Because every single character, Alexander Pierce, Nick Fury, Captain Steve Rogers, Bucky, the Falcon, everybody was fantastic. Every single character. There was not one character that you didn't like in that whole film. They gave every character the spotlight and showed them why they were important, their backstory, their current story, who they are, why they're here, what they represent, and what they bring to the table. And they did all of this inside of like 2 hours. Was it 2 hours? Okay, it doesn't say how long the film was, but the film was about maybe 2 hours or something like that. The one thing I will say about this film, as you can see, the film was in 3D, right? The film did not need to be in 3D. I'm done. If I could say anything bad about the film, it's that. Because the film was perfect. There was no flaw in that entire film. Nick Fury is the head of S.H.I.E.L.D. So imagine how much power he's got, right? He has a car. I'm done. That car, my mind was just exploding when I saw, when you see what his car does, you won't believe it. You won't believe it. It was amazing. I'm done. This movie does a brilliant job of basically grabbing you by the scruff of your neck and dragging you from the beginning all the way to the end. It didn't feel too long, it didn't feel too short, it was perfect. The film had a beginning, a middle, and an end. Everything that was highlighted, every question that they posed was answered well. It wrapped up correctly. This film is actually a masterclass in what a Marvel superhero film should be and could be from now on. This film has actually set the bar a little too high, but it's good because it's going to make them step up their game in every single film. They cannot be lazy from now on, especially if they're going to make a film this incredible. I went to this film not expecting it to be that good. I'm a fan of the comic books. I've read Civil War, read Captain America, Steve Rogers, Super Soldier, and I've read The Winter Soldier. I knew what to expect, but I didn't think they would do it that well. But I kind of felt like they were forgetting about the Marvel films needed to be about the Marvel superhero character, because the actors they're getting are so good. In this film is a return to form, because they highlighted the acting and the characters, the particular specific character. Chris Evans' performance as Steve Rogers was incredible. The Winter Soldier would have stolen the show if Captain America had not been such a good character. His character was absolutely amazing. You actually liked the character a lot. You felt like this was a man out of his timeline. That this is a man that is loved and adored by millions of people, but he's still on his own. He belongs to nobody. And he technically fights for nobody. He doesn't know what he's fighting for. Because the establishment that exists now, he doesn't believe in it. Because he's there for the people. But the government is representing the people. The government is representing itself. It's representing the few elitists that is on its level. So he doesn't know if what he's fighting for, who he's fighting for. He fights for the idea that he fights for the government, that fights for the people. But he knows the underlying issue is the government doesn't really serve the people. So he doesn't know what to do. And you feel a man that is lost his family, that has lost his initial reason to fight. He's lost, and you feel that vulnerability, and that makes the character so fantastic, as well as him being just boss-like. Fighting, story, action, the way he comes across in the movie, you feel that. So if it wasn't for him, the character being so incredible, Bucky would have stolen the show, the Winter Soldier. Because his character was militant, ruthless, relentless. He was like Nemesis from Resident Evil 3. You turn around, he's right there, coming after you. That dude's like the Terminator. He was actually intimidating and threatening. The film was just ridiculous. Winter Soldier was just a ridiculous film. It's too good. I just could not believe how good. I was watching the film, and as I was watching it, I actually could not believe how good the film was. I'm like, I can't believe I'm watching. What am I watching right now? You know, they mention Doctor Strange in there. They mention all sorts of characters. Oh, I almost said something. The film is so good. The film's got 2 secret endings. Nick Fury as well. Samuel Jackson. He makes that character his. He doesn't just come out and say like a godlike line that just blows your socks off now with these magical one-liners. He's there to stay. He comes in, puts his character across. You actually see his character in the short time he's got. You understand the character. You see who is Nick Fury. What is he fighting for? Why is he as ruthless as he is? It's so well crafted. The story is so wonderfully put together. It's just ridiculous. As you're watching a film, you will not believe what you're watching, because you can't believe. You're looking for a flaw, there is none. As I said, the film is an action film, a thriller, a spy movie, a character-driven movie, a political drama, an espionage movie, and it does all of these aspects well. I've never seen anything like it before. It's easily the best Marvel film to date. Loki, Winter Soldier, best villains ever. In this film, it seems like they've realised that a protagonist is only as good as his antagonist, and a protagonist is only as good as his co-stars and his rival. The main antagonist, Alexander Pierce. The main rival, the Winter Soldier. The co-stars, the Falcon, the Black Widow. Incredible cast, acting, character-driven, absolutely magic on film. You will not believe how good this film is. And there's a lot of political issues in this film, but it doesn't bombard you with bureaucracy and conspiracy theories. It doesn't force it down your throat. It gives you these perspectives and challenges you to answer the question, or at least challenge the idea, because a lot of the things that happen in that film relate to what's going on in our era right now, today, with the abuse of our civil liberties and our privacy. And it challenges the one idea: what are you prepared to do to protect your liberty, to protect your freedom, to protect your civil rights? What are you prepared to do to protect those? Are you prepared to sacrifice? If so, what are you prepared to sacrifice? It challenges all those notions. The government is in power and they start to abuse that power when they're set to protect you, and they abuse that power with the whole worldwide surveillance, cost of privacy and civil liberty. When they abuse that, when is it too far? Are the good guys really good guys when they're put in power to protect us? Good and bad is not a matter of opinion, it's a matter of perspective. So if their perspective is what they're doing is for the greater good, but for you it's not the greater good, who's right, who's wrong? This film challenges that idea marvellously, but it doesn't bombard you with it or annoy you. There's not one point in this film where you get bored. You just completely engage and enthralled and fascinated by what you're seeing mentally and visually. It's just absolutely dazzling what they did in this film. Like, I have to give them a round of applause. This film has set the bar high. Now it's up to Marvel to see if they can keep up that level, because this film is the best Marvel film I've ever seen. Easily the best. Not just because of the actual superhero abilities, because the film is actually very grounded, but it's also incredible, exciting, captures your imagination, yet fantastic enough to make you believe it all. It is so well done. I have to say, Marvel, you've done an incredible job. Well done. The way they made the Captain America character relatable, understanding, you were endeared to him. Every character got the spotlight. The performance of every character, the fight scenes, like you saw GSP, George St. Pierre, UFC fighter, champion. He did all his UFC moves. You saw him do the Superman punch. You saw him doing all his trademark kicks. Like it was proper George St. Pierre. He wasn't some cocoa bean bad guy that said 2 or 3 one-liners and got uppercutted like Team Rocket blasted off into space without a trace. It was a proper villain. Like GSP was a proper villain. Legit. Every single aspect of this film met the criteria of my high expectations for a superhero movie. By far, the best superhero Marvel movie I've seen to date. The performance of every single character, stellar. Absolutely incredible. When you see Captain America fight with his shield, unbelievable. That shield is like an extension of himself. Like the things he does with that shield will just have your jaw on the ground. It's so magnificent. I'm out of words. I'm out of words to describe this film and say how good this film is, because the film was pure magic. The only thing I could say, it's a film you have to watch. It is a must-see for every moviegoer, not even for a superhero fan or action film, for every single type of fan. You know, as I said, Black Widow, the Falcon, Alexander Pierce, the Winter Soldier, Nick Fury, Steve Rogers, every single character was important. So I recommend you go watch this film, enjoy the film. You know, as I said, I'm just like you guys. I'm just an ordinary guy with extraordinary luck. You know, I don't know why Marvel sent me the invite. Maybe it's because my interaction with you guys, you know, like for my YouTube channel, because my original YouTube channel I had like over 3 million views and stuff like that, but you know, the IP content got me, so like YouTube got shut down, so I've had to start again. You know, lost all my thousands of subscribers. So maybe that from that era, they still are sending me invites. So I'm going to represent you guys. That's why I'm going to call it down the line. If it's bullshit, I'm going to say it's bullshit. If it's good, I'm going to say it's good. And I'm going to say from the perspective of a fan. You know what I said? Because I'm here for you guys. I'm here to represent you. They're going to invite me, and I have to be the figurehead for the community, then I will be. And I'll do well for you guys, and I'll represent, and I'll say how it is. I'll put the voice out there. So as I said, I'm an ordinary guy like you. Please, I'd love to hear your views. If you have anything to say when you watch the film, or any question you have to ask me, I won't say any spoilers. If you ask me a question, I'll private message you and tell you something. But other than that, I don't really want to put anything out there that will spoil the story for everybody. Because as I said, you know, I got lucky. I watched it really early. Like, I watched it the 20th. The day was the 20th that I watched it. Is the date on it? Yeah, the date was on it. It's right there. So that's when I watched it. So there's still a few days left for the film to come out all over the place. That's the reason I'm saying it like this. I'm doing the review like this. I don't want to ruin it for anyone. So my verdict, the film was godlike. It's a godlike movie, and I personally give it a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Godlike movie. Godlike movie. I hope everyone goes and watches it and enjoys it. And when you do watch it, come back here, talk to me, let me hear what you've got to say about it, because everybody's got different perspectives. Maybe you understand something I didn't understand. Because as I said to you, the film was incredible. There was a lot of shout outs. You heard Iron Man, you heard they talked about Doctor Strange. They spoke about so many different characters in that film. So I'd love to hear from you guys. So to my next video, be happy and stay cool.
Eons ago I was ordained with the powers cosmic, the invincible invader, no one can stop it. I'm putting your planet on curfew, extraterrestrial right on my rhymes in the form of crop circles. Discovered in the Arctic cold, laboratories explode for trying to clone my genetic code. I'm a nightmare to all you cowards, arachnids bite me, entertain radioactive superpowers, striking devils with God's hand.